skincare and makeup, SPF and moisturizer. Part 4 will be makeup only. I don't know about you or how you do it, but I like to do my SPF before my moisturizer. And I use 2 different SPFs in one. Okay. And I mix them. And they're both dermatologically tested, etc. Blah, blah, blah. One is vegan, one is half vegan. If you're looking for a good vegan one, Kula. If you're looking for semi-vegan, Dermatology. Those are the brands that I use for sunblock. I mix them because I have very, very fair skin, and yeah, but I still mix. And I don't want to tan and burn, because I do both when I tan and burn, and peel. I do all 3. I'm going to be very careful. Around my nose ring. Yeah. But that's it. And then I'm gonna let it sit and dry. While I can. Yeah. And I do my SPF before my moisturizer. Skincare and makeup, but yeah. This is just part 3 of the tutorial. Hi. Yes, it is. SPF is very important. Kula, vegan tinted 30 SPF. Dermatology, SPF 46. I use 76 SPF myself. I combine the 2, it becomes 76. Yeah. Yeah, so I just basically let it, even on my lids, yeah. Yeah, so just let it sink in. Take my handy dandy mirror, sorry, not mirror, fan, and speed up the process. Because I have no time to waste. Hi, I'm sorry I cannot talk sometimes when I have this thing in my face. Sorry, I had a nose hair come out, which was unladylike, and I'm sorry about that. I did say hi. I can't keep repeating myself. So, yeah. And again, sorry about the nose hairs. Okay. So, I might not need a part 4. So, anyways, let's move on. We are first, while we're doing that, we're going to do our brows. I'm going for more of a natural look today, so I'm not really going to do any tinted brow gel like I normally would. And I'm just going to brush up, out, elongate. Do not scrunch. The reason I do is because I have a bad eye on my right side, and it helps me find it better. And I'm a left-handed, in case you all wondered. I like a long, snatched, a defined, but flat arch when I'm in a hurry. Not kidding. Let's go to lamination. This is NYX. This is by NYX. This is their new one. And I just brush like that, like so. Squeeze a little out, not too much, because you don't want to go crazy with it. Okay. So up and out and lifted. Okay, that's how I like my brows. And we are gonna go in next with our moisturizer. This is Tatcha Water Cream. Again, I do not need a lot of this. I only use this a little at a time. Like, you do not need a lot because it is like heavily concentrated, and I try to stretch my products. It's a little on the pricey side, so I try to stretch it. And I only do the recommended tiny dots they recommend for it because it's very expensive, but worth the splurge because it'll last me more than a year, like my other one did. So, yeah, it was worth it. My skin is also very sensitive. So sometimes I splurge on my skincare and stuff. Makeup, I go highs and lows depending on what you want to see. But when you have allergies to practically everything and very sensitive skin, sometimes you really have to splurge on things like skincare. And I have friends who have the same problem. So, yeah, I don't mess around with my skincare. My friends even splurge. The ones that have sensitive skin and allergies like me, they even splurge on that, and it lasts them a good minute. Yeah. So, yeah. That's basically the gist of it. But yeah. I have very dry skin on the back of my neck. So I just don't blend anything into the back of my neck. And it's like, try not to even put sunscreen there because it doesn't sit well on there. Thank you, thank you. Can we please just get to the tutorial and make my life a little easier? Thank you. Yeah. So we're gonna let this hydrate, sink in. Oh. Hi, Kaden. Okay. That being said, we are going to move to next step, which for me always, I don't know about you guys, but since I have smaller eyes, I like to start with my eye makeup first before I do the rest of my face. And that way I don't have to keep cleaning up. Sorry, I'm gonna reach across, grab my eye brushes really quick. All of them. Including this one. And take my tinted primer. I like to blend two primers to give my carve out and also give my base a natural tint as well. First, I do that. Then, before applying any color, I'll show you what I do next. That is just a tinted base primer, okay? So it's not really the actual eyeshadow yet. We are going to take these eyeshadow shields. Yes, shields. And it'll act as a winged guard, because I like to wing my eyeshadow and open my eyes more. So uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay. Down towards the temple. We're gonna keep it very natural today. Okay. Very natural eyeshadow today. With a little bit of a pop. Just a little hint. Because I have small eyes, like I mentioned, and I, like to pop them out a little bit. I'm also gonna do a little bit of the eyeliner at the base to kind of sharpen, define, and open up. My hooded eyes. Just gonna clean up. With my finger a little bit. And then thicken again to match the other side. Okay. Once the sides are matching, which they are, you can see the next step. My eyeshadow. Okay. We are gonna start with transition color. And we are gonna do a little bit of this brown and a little bit of this reddish brown mixed together. As our transition. A little bit of the reddish brown. A little bit of this brown as well. Yeah. Okay. Take my clean blending brush by Morphe. Okay. We are going to take a small detail brush now. We are going to do this brown, and I'm feeling this one down here. For a little bit of shimmer to pop and match and open up. Wow. And then take our Morphe brush again. And lightly go over. And blend under the arches. Then lightly blend the shimmers. And there you have it. Now, I don't speak Arabic or any other language besides English and Spanish. So if you don't speak those languages, please go away. Thank you. Hi, we are going to do next our primer. This is by Huda Easy Blur. It's called. This is new to me and I'm so far loving it. So thank you to Huda Katan for making a really good, easy primer to work with. Mascara before we do the rest of my face. This is a drugstore brand. This is L'Oreal Telescopic Waterproof. In extremely black, very black, I forget what it's called, but it's one of the black ones. Secondly, Okay, sorry. We're gonna go in with my new L'Oreal Extension East. Do not remove your mascara until it dries. If it falls on your eyeshadow, like it has mine. The reason being, you don't want to redo your eyeshadow. And you want to do it like it has here first, very gradually. Like that, like so. Okay. Okay. And then we are gonna go to our foundation after we spot conceal. So, because I am having the worst day ever. Sorry, everything keeps falling on me. This is a disaster. But that being said, crud, I cannot. Okay, so we're gonna take my spot concealer. We're just gonna dot this wherever I have redness or a black thing I want to hide. And then spot conceal the redness in my face, not cheeks, but other areas that are more red. Like a blemish in my forehead. Don't worry about it because we will fix it later. This is just a spot conceal. This will be covered up by foundation anyway. We'll let that sit for a bit. If you have acne prone skin like me, this is how you would do it. If you don't, skip. If you have oily but non-acne prone skin, skip the pot concealer. Okay? Sorry, I almost fell off my chair there. Now, we are going to not worry because we will clean it up later. If you wanted to do a wet glitter look, you could use this by MAC. It's their Dazzle Shadow Liquid. But I don't really feel like it, so I thought I was going to use it, but then I decided to skip it, so yeah. That being said, now that it's mostly dry is when we'll go in with our foundation. Hood Easy Blur. My shade is Cashew. Take a little bit, like a pump and a half. You don't need much. This is very full coverage. Pump and a half. Prime your brush. Okay? Oops. I forgot to spot conceal here. Whatever. I'll just fix it later. Remember, this is before concealer. If it disappears into the side of your neck like mine just did, it is your right shade. Now, I'm going to take the leftover of my concealer. I know this is a concealer brush, but because I have a nose ring that is a very odd shape, I'm going to use it to help with my foundation as well. For today, if you have a floral shaped nose ring, etc., things like that, yeah, go ahead, use brushes like this. Multi-use them because it's easier. And it doesn't disturb your nose ring, see? And on the bigger areas, apply with your regular brush. Buff into your hairline. I haven't had this precise an application in a while. Wow. This product is really amazing. Take off the little bit that fell on my eyelids under. Yeah, sorry, I don't speak Turk or any of like that, so please, English or Spanish only? Thank you. Excuse me. I don't mind you watching if you're from another country, but if I don't speak your language, please do not ask me to speak it because I don't know any of that language. Thank you. I don't assume things of other people, and I don't expect people to assume the same of me. So let's be friendly and nice to each other. Thank you. That's all I ask. So, that being said, before we get into anything else, I am gonna contour. Yes, contour. This is by She Glam. I'm gonna do my forehead. I'm gonna do on the sides of my nose. I have to shake it to get more out of the product, FYI. Now, I like to do it this way, but you don't have to. You can contour however you like. I just prefer to do the lifted effects. And I always start with my nose because it's the hardest for me. And then I don't want to forget about it later. And then I almost forget to when I do it the other way around. So I learned, start with the nose first. Yes, I have a nose ring. That's probably why you think I'm Turkish or something, but I'm not. I'm Eurasian, European Asian, and has nothing to do with Middle Eastern or anything like that. And I live in America. So if you asked if I live in Turkey, no, I don't. Buff and disappear into your hairline. That is how I contour my neck and chin. I move fast, quick, front, back, forward, back. Thank you, but this is not how I'm wearing my hair today. Okay, now that the contour is done, we're gonna go in with blush. We are gonna mix 2 of these Huda Easy Huda blush filters, Cotton Candy and Bubblegum. Half the stick of bubblegum. And then we're gonna do, since I want more of a natural but pinky moment, I'm gonna do Cotton Candy right above it. Where on earth did the blush brush go? Sorry. Blush brush. Angled. To give me that lift. I like to spread out, then press into place the product. So don't mind me. And it's okay. It's okay to go a little over because you're gonna go. And so you save your foundation brush. You clean up after. So that if it goes into your temples, like it did mine, and then I take the eyeliner. Okay. We are going to color correct before we conceal. Under the eyes. only take away my dark circles. Pop that in. Press in with your finger. Remember, it's your fingers, so you're not contaminating people. Because you're doing it on yourself. Hi everyone, sorry, I'm kind of in a hurry right now, so I'm not really talkative as I was in the beginning, so I'm sorry. But yeah, we are then gonna take our powder blush by Charlotte Tilbury in First Love. I'm loving this. Okay. Now that my blush is locked, loaded, and in, I'm gonna finish the rest of my makeup. And we are gonna do a quick draw with my Huda Beauty concealer because I need to be out of here pretty soon. So yeah, I've got a busy day. That's all I'm gonna say on that one. So I'll take a couple of dots of that. Oops, pick it up later. And then, yeah, I have to be out of here soon. So this is why I'm rushing. And I don't have much time to talk anymore. But I suggest if you have really bad eyesight like me or just have problems or like are on the go and you want to do your makeup in a hurry, like eyeshadow and stuff, get yourself a eyeshadow guard. You can get them on Amazon for cheap. And then you can use it as a guide to do your eyeshadow. Okay, let that sit for a bit, especially around the eye. because I want that full coverage there. I am just finishing up now. And on that note, I'm going to take a different brush and press in on the side with the nose ring because I don't want to mess it up and I don't want to dirty it. And this round brush will give me the precision I need. Even for the under eye, it'll give me the precision I need. And for certain spots, I sometimes use more than one brush. To blend up my stuff, but that's perfectly up to you. If you want to use one, then use one. I personally like to do both, but that's on you. Everybody else is different, so you do you. Use a brush, use a puff, use whatever you like. And whatever you think will benefit you. See how smooth, blurred, and snatched? Okay. Now, don't mind me because I am going to be a cake face for a while. And I do mean that because I heavily powder because I like that super airbrushed look. And so we are going to do that today. First, we are going to start with my Fenty powder. And do not worry about this because we're going to melt it anyway. So I may be a cake face for a while, but I'll melt it anyway and you'll see the difference. Again, thank you for my gold. For my star earrings to my sister-in-law. Okay. I look like a powdered mess. Who cares? Okay? Because I'm gonna melt it off anyway. And then I'm going to finish up. We're gonna do my Huda Easy Bake Powder in Cherry Peach. we're going to take my Huda Puff to use with it. We're going to let this bake for a bit. Long enough to clean up. Who cares if it looks powdery right now? Because we are going to press. Press and blend in the bake, which we have. Okay. Keep the puff. Powder melt. So don't go calling me a cake piece because I'm not. It's just step by step. I may look like a cake vase for a minute or two, but I'm not. And that is how you finish. We are going to take our aerosol setting spray by one size and finish up. No creases, no nothing. See the difference? We're just going to take a little bit of this and then pop it. And then we're done. Almost out of this one, but I have another one left. I have another one to spare. For lips, we're going to do Supermodel by NYX. It's just a gloss. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. And I'm going to go now.